HIV/AIDS is affecting working people everywhere, north, south, east and west. But Africa remains the continent which is by far the worst affected. In the small country of Lesotho, just 2 million inhabitants, 25% of the adult population is HIV positive. And in the last 5 years, the country has lost the equivalent of 10% of its population just to the AIDS pandemic. Maseru, the capital of Lesotho, has known a rapid industrialization in recent years. But the HIV epidemic has been wiping out all the benefits of development, as thousands of workers have been infected. The teachers' community of Lesotho is also gravely affected by the disease. The death of experienced teachers is seriously hampering the future of the country's children. Local unions like the Lesotho Association of Teachers have started initiating workplace programs to reverse the curves of infection. With the support of Education International, the union has developed an HIV/AIDS training program for its members and offers support to those few teachers living with HIV. Gabrielle Nutueba, the HIV/AIDS coordinator at LAT, and Christian Bernard Ramonane, a teacher at St. James High School, are well aware of the problem. Bernard Ramonane is one of the few teachers who has come out and disclosed his HIV status.
I'd been away from school for a long time, and the parents had started complaining about me. They know that I'm one of the hard-working teachers in the school. They were surprised as to why I was always absent from school, and they started complaining, even the students and the principal and the teachers were becoming concerned with the whole issue. They said, "Why are you always absent?" I was afraid after discovering that I'm HIV positive to tell him. At that time, I had not gathered enough courage to tell the whole school. I thought that maybe I would be discriminated against. Then one day I went to the principal's office and told her the reason why I had been away from school for all this time. And to my surprise, she sat me down and counseled me and said to me, "I'm going to inform all these other teachers, and I can assure you they're going to be very supportive." And within 2 days, she had informed everybody here.
You have to take care of yourself if you do have HIV and AIDS studies. Do you think that this AIDS thing kills? AIDS kills? AIDS kills? It doesn't. It only kills you if you allow it to. Okay, Kat, let me see my results. This is not true.
When you have this virus, you have to accept it's there. And at present, there is no cure for it. It is within you and it's there, and you have to live with it. So I think the example I'm setting in the school is going to help them a lot. Even those who may be having it at the moment will come out and see that they are not discriminated at all. Definitely.
A teacher is actually a leader. That's how they are generally perceived. They're community leaders. You know, I'm thinking back to when I was still teaching. I started teaching at a very young age. But in the community, you'd find, you know, old people would be consulting me with almost everything.
Lekawu, the largest garment workers' union in Lesotho, is also tackling the ravages of HIV and AIDS. With the support of the American Solidarity Center and the International Textile, Garment and Leather Workers Federation, the union has initiated peer education and counselling activities in the workplace.
na isilenji o ka latla wa ntsha 20 dia ba ona le yona e ke ke ata bo ntwi gala ka mo mosebetsi ha o ke tsa go tla ntwa hawe mo ga o intsa hang ka mo ga o gale ha o keta he o kwene eno wa intsa change an ta tshwane plangale e ke utla e pasa ka mo ga mo
ga se ga fumana ga senyeile haholo ke a lebo ha mamela le
Workers' support groups have been established in several factories under Lekawu's initiative. Support groups are made of workers living openly with HIV. The union has trained these workers as peer educators and peer counsellors, which allow them to educate their colleagues to undermine persisting misconceptions and to encourage them to know their status. Recently, Lekawu has decided to extend support groups' activities to the community, to reach out to female workers' husbands and other family members.
Now it's getting better in the unions because we have trained many people on HIV and AIDS, and our aim to educate our members is that they should go back to educate their fellow members, and also we use that cycles, which is more efficient of spreading information to many people. So in the union, people understand it, and I know that there we have some people who are HIV positive in our union, and they can talk freely, and they have the commitment of educating others.
Yes, so far we have succeeded to motivate some workers through disclosure, because we use people living with HIV and AIDS who are using ARVs like me, and we motivate people that you can still live positively and enjoy your life. It doesn't mean when you are HIV positive you are going to die or something. It just means that you need to take care of yourself, use treatment, and live positively.
Lesotho, and more broadly Africa's under-resourced healthcare systems, translate into interminable queues for patients. Workers often line up for 3 or 4 days before they can even reach a doctor. As a consequence, workers rapidly exhaust the 12 days of paid sick leave that they are entitled to. Days spent waiting in front of clinics are considered as absenteeism and are not paid by the employer. Garment workers sustain heavy salary losses due to this situation. Lekawu has been trying to address this issue. At Precious Garments Limited, the union has negotiated extended sick leave for workers living with HIV who need to go to the clinic for checkups or treatment. A special break has been negotiated with the management to allow HIV-positive workers to take their treatment and to get the appropriate food. Such union actions at the workplace are part of core union missions. They contribute to improving workers' lives and living conditions and to combat a disease that threatens the future of many countries around the world. But more still needs to be done, and on a wider scale. The Lesotho Association of Teachers and Lekawu show us the right path to follow. Nevertheless, many unions around the world still lack the awareness, the financial support, and the better coordination that is so badly needed.
I think all in African continent we should start doing something. For example, maybe when I'm talking about other countries whereby they are saying that they are not concerned, but they are seeing their fellow countries being infected or affected. I think those countries are being affected also. So that they should start doing something.